is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. If you guys are new, my name is Mike. Before we get started, I just want to show you guys how the Z looks like. It's so disgusting. Look at that. This is all like street slime or whatever, because it's been kind of warm lately and it's actually a really nice day. It looks so gross, and I don't know if you can hear that, but oh man, that's just brutal. This car looks so gross. I definitely need to fix that today. But in this video, one of you guys actually gave me... Oh, my car is still on. Wait, where are my keys? Okay, it was in my pocket. So one of you guys were actually messaging me on Instagram, telling me about how he wanted to straight pipe his car and how awesome it was gonna sound. And don't get me wrong, I really like loud cars. I know straight piping is like an easy way to get a loud car for relatively cheap. My Evo does have a straight pipe. It's not exactly a like custom fab straight pipe. It's actually a kit and it's made out of titanium. The issue with straight pipes is it makes your car loud, but sometimes doesn't really make your car sound good. And there's a huge difference when your car sounds good and when it's just stupidly loud. When I was new into the car community, I really wanted a loud car, and I don't care about waking up my neighbors or being super obnoxious on the road. I just wanted a loud car. As I got older, I kind of realized that having a loud car isn't what I thought it was gonna be. And I'll get into that in just a bit. I hate the visibility in this car. It's absolutely ass. I hope you guys all had a good holiday, good Christmas. Let's just start with talking about the car that you probably know me for, my Evo 10. And don't get me wrong, I'm building this car the way I've always wanted to build a car when I was a kid. Basically everything from... Wow, that's really bright. Oh geez, that was borderline blindness. But yeah, I'm basically building the Evo the way I've always wanted to build a car, in the sense that everything that I thought as a kid was cool on a car, I'm gonna be doing that to the best, of course, of my ability. But anyways, that's for a different video. That's not this video. We're talking about exhaust sounds. When I first bought the exhaust for the Evo, I wanted to get just a standard stainless steel. Honestly, I wanted to get an eBay exhaust, to be completely honest with you guys. I was looking at the DC Racing or DC Sports exhaust, or some brand called Manzo, which I don't really know if it's a good brand, but it was cheap and I wanted to get it. But the guys at Speed Factor talked me out of it and told me they had a promo on a titanium exhaust. And to be honest, I didn't even know what titanium was at the time. I pulled the trigger on that exhaust and it costed like more than triple than what I originally wanted to pay. But it's definitely worth it. I love driving that car, and every time I take it out for a spin, it puts a smile on my face. But mind you, I don't drive that car every single day. That's why I have this car, the Z. And if I were to be driving the Evo every day, I wouldn't be able to make this video. If you guys go back to like last year's videos, and I'm talking in the Evo, I had to modify the audio in those videos because it was so loud. The microphone couldn't pick up what I was saying because the exhaust was so loud. It is the worst car to vlog in, period. I had to scrap one video because I couldn't even make sense of what the heck I was saying. So that's just one thing to consider. The inside cabin noise of an aftermarket exhaust, I'm talking about straight pipes, absurdly loud cars, is just ridiculous. Because you have, for example, you can spend like a few $1,000 on an awesome sound system, but you can't really appreciate the sound system because your exhaust is so freaking loud. And I like listening to music in my car. It makes the driving experience to me so much better. But in the Evo, I just can't because the exhaust is so freaking loud. It's either or. It's either I want to listen to my car make really loud sounds, which is awesome, or listen to music. Because both, it kind of just clashes, and it's like wearing plaid and camouflage. This doesn't make sense. Alright, so we are in this like industrial, almost like semi-loading place. I haven't really been here before, but I figured this would be a good spot to show you guys how the Z sounds, because the Z I feel like is the perfect, it looks like there was like fire here. That's so weird. But anyways, I feel like the Z is the perfect loudness for the street. It's just a muffler delete. It's not super loud that it's obnoxious and it's annoying people beside you or my neighbors if I have to wake up in the morning. Yet it's loud enough that when I'm drifting or when I step on it, it makes a sound, and it doesn't sound like a stock car, if that makes sense. Like, it sounds pretty decent. I'm really happy with it, but at the same time, it's nothing really to brag about. You guys know how it sounds like, kind of sounds like a trumpet, but nevertheless, this is a muffler delete. This is something that I suggest to you guys if you ask what kind of exhaust you should get, or if you should just buy a cheap exhaust. I usually just say get an axle back or a muffler delete just for now, and figure out what sound you really want. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys a couple revs of the Z. Honestly, for a muffler delete, I didn't realize the car popped that much because I'm usually focused on driving, but it's really cool. I'm going to talk to you guys inside. I don't think I've ever realized how much this car pops. I'm usually focused on driving and what I'm doing. The car pops actually quite a bit. I knew it popped before, but not as much as what I just heard. That's crazy just for a muffler delete. So I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks, something along those lines. If you want a muffler delete, all you really need to do is go to an exhaust shop and tell them you want to take out the big muffler, or if you guys can, it'll save you some money. Take off the muffler yourself and then ask them to weld basically just a straight pipe all the way out. Sometimes they have to bend it because of the angle of the exhaust. They had to bend mine to make it look like an L, if that makes sense. But I got mine for 50 bucks and I highly recommend it if you guys are just dailying your car or you want it a little bit louder but not absurdly loud. That's what I would recommend. But if you have a little bit more money, here's another way you can make your car loud and not be super annoying. You guys just heard the muffler delete. If you wanted your car a lot louder than that, but still have the quietness of an OEM exhaust at times, for example, if a cop is beside you, or a cop is behind you, or you're in the vicinity of a police officer, you can use this and it will get you out of so many tickets, I bet, as opposed to having just a car that's constantly loud. And it's an idea that I've had for a while. I wanted to do it to this car. Honestly, I'm really happy with the way the Z sounds. I don't think I'd change it at all, maybe just the exhaust tip, because the Canadian Tire Special is it's getting to look kind of janky. Anyways, what I was getting at is like a Y cutout or like an exhaust cutout. Kevin and I wanted to do this to our exhaust for a little bit, but we never really got around to do it. We had the idea of using an electronic throttle body because there's a butterfly. You can buy kits online for like 150 bucks or something, and you'd have to spend a little bit more to get it like installed in your car. Some of them even have a remote. I think most of them nowadays have a remote that you can, if you want the butterfly to open or close. Basically how it works is if the butterfly is closed, you'll basically be using your stock exhaust or whatever your main exhaust is, whether it's OEM or aftermarket. And when the butterfly is open, that's when all the exhaust comes out of that short pipe. It just becomes stupid loud. Honestly, for rev offs, for car meets, exhaust competitions and stuff like that, that would be a really cool asset to your car, just to make it stupidly loud on command and make it OEM stock silent when you want. I think it's something most car enthusiasts overlook. I'm not too sure why it's not as big. I feel like it's a perfect loophole to get away from cops. Yeah, but that's something to consider. Now obviously there are some exhausts that I've seen that already come pre-built with a butterfly that you can control. I think I was watching Mighty Car Mods like 4 or 5 years ago, and I thought it was an awesome idea. So hopefully you guys got some understanding of what I'm trying to get at here in terms of loud cars and cars that actually sound good. The whole time I was shooting this video, I don't know if you can see this all here. This, like, it just looks disgusting. So I'm gonna have to, oh, look at the car wash, it's full. Whoa. Alright, so I'm gonna have to find another car wash. 1, 2, 3, fuck it. So it's a new day, and before I end today's video, I wanna at least wash the Z, because as you guys can tell in this lighting, it's so dirty, it looks so drinky and abused. And you can just see where all like the washer fluid comes over, and it just, oh man. I don't know about you guys, but washing your car, to me, is just so satisfying. I love washing my car, it's just I didn't have time to do it. Yeah, she really needs it now. Like, this is still kind of silver, and this is just like brown and dull. Gross. Oh, can't wait to wash this thing. And boom, just like that, the whole car is so much better. And it's so satisfying to actually see the car like sparkle and like be clean compared to what it was. Again, it's not like totally super clean since it is winter, and just getting it here got the car a little dirty again, but it's heaps better than what it was before. The car actually looks like it has an owner that cares about it. So I'm super happy with how the car came out. But anyways, that's all the time we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and join the Annie Perfect Society. Peace out, and make it happen.